Okay, you guys, I'm jumping right into this. Got the top off the Jeep, and my wife thought we were going to do a quick drive, and it's like, oh, no. So, yeah, I can't spend a whole lot of time on this, so we're just going to go right through this here. Excuse me. So, the Cinderella story continues. The 45-37 Nuggets, who are the sixth seed in the West, are going up against the number one Clippers, and we saw what the Bulls did. They took out the number one seed Wizards, so it's going to be the number 5 seed against the number 2 seed Pistons. So, okay, let's just get this stuff rolling here. And sounds like, hey, good point. Yeah, Glenn Kenny, unhappy. Weird. Okay. He was unhappy when he signed that extension, so that's fine. Whatever. I just want him to get efficient one day so I can be happy with him. But that's me, just me. Okay, so here we go. Day one. Okay, well, home teams won. 120-103. Clippers take the Nuggets in game one in Los Angeles. Okay, everybody, there's the lineups. Alex Jones moved on to point guard, and he was 44 points. Ouch. 16 for 30, including 7 for 10 from 3. That's a big man game right there. Molina, he did a lot of work at the foul line for a total of 31 points. Jimmy Scott, he got his 19 and 11. And other than that, Cam Johnson had 10 points. That's the extent of the output, but obviously that's enough when you've got 94 points coming out of 3 players. That's brutal. So Andrew Loomis at small forward, he 11 for 22 for a total of 28 points, leading the way for the Nuggets. 16 for Andy Goodwin at shooting guard. He's rolling the dice on this one. 7 assists, 5 rebounds, and then Dewey Brogdon, not the greatest game, only 11 points, 7 turnovers, 5 assists. 11 each for Bach and Hubbard, and rebounding numbers were just kind of so-so. So there you go. I mean, 55% shooting, so that's decent there. They just didn't make enough of them. I guess that's how basketball works. Okay, Pistons in a low-scoring affair beat the Bulls 90-72. The big shower this time was Dusty Frederick off the bench. In 27 minutes, he had 18 points, followed closely by Gerald Smith, who had 17, 12, and 4 in his effort. Bart Smith in a quieter game for him, 14 and 9 with 6 assists and 4 block shots, 13 for Hans Gonzalez, and 12 for Karol Poborski. 90 points was the winning score because this is what happened on this end. Guo at point guard, 8 for 24 for 19 points. Hunter had 15 in his 42 minutes of play. 10 for Bruce Banner. 35, almost 36% shooting for the Bulls. No one else really showed up. I mean, obviously, Luba did what he does, so you have 10 rebounds and a block shot. Luther had 4 points, 7 rebounds, but Lonzo didn't score 31 this time, that's for sure. Okay. Game 2. Home team wins again. 126-97. Clippers handily handle the Nuggets. Got 38 points for Molina this time. 22 for Alex Jones, along with 9 assists and a steal. 25 for Jimmy Scott. Your big three doing what they have to do, and everybody else can kind of cruise control it in. 6 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals, 2 blocks. Fill in the stat sheet for Piquanet. 13 for Cam Johnson off the bench. Frankie Lenz in 18 minutes only had 7 points. That's fine. 22 for Loomis, 14 for Broggs, 13 for Goodwin, just not having the games they did last series. 10 and 2 rebounds for Kirk Hubbard. Dude, come on. 10 points for Cody Boyd in a surprise off the bench. Of course, he played 30 minutes, so he had to do something. Gonna have to check injuries. Might be an issue. Pistons, another low-scoring affair, 98-79, handily handling the Bulls. 23 and 19 rebounds for Bart Smith, 18 and 11 for Gerald White, 19 for Poborski coming back this game, 17 for Gonzalez, 12 for Wilbur Nichols off the bench. And just going to take a look at the injuries just in case. And it's still Mo Bamba. So, okay, so keep hitting standings instead of schedule. Come on, slow computer. Changing the home games. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Denver takes one. 99-92 over the Clippers in Denver. Andrew Loomis, 25 points. He led the way, but you had a balanced scoring game from all of the starters. 18 points for Kirk Hubbard. Bach had 16 and 16. That's solid. 6 blocks for Hubbard, by the way. Nicely done. Andy Goodwin had 15, 9, and 7. Dewey Brogdon had an okay game. 11 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. He might be a decent point guard when Goodwin leaves. So that was the difference right there. And then the Clippers got some scoring out of their starters, or their big three at least, but not enough, obviously. In a 5 for 14 game, James Scott had 18 points, 29 leading the way for Molina, 20 for Alex Jones, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, and a steal and 2 blocks. Cam Johnson, 11. Hallen Dick had 10. So that's it for the Clippers, who lose 1 in Denver. Pistons taking game 3, and the Bulls just brutal. 95-63. 20 and 17 for Bart Smith. 19 and 7 for Jerry White. 14 for Dusty. 12 for Wilbur. 11 for Dylan. And they just needed 95 to outscore the Bulls by 32. Oof, rough. 23 for Guo. He did what he had to do, and no one else did. So not much to talk about there. 33, almost 34% shooting there. So do the Pistons sweep the Bulls? Yes. Clippers, they're up 3-1 over the Nuggets, 113-90 in Denver. So 27 for Alex Jones leading the way, 21 for Valentin Molina, 15 for Puquine, 13 and 18 for James Scott. Excellent game out of him. 13 for Cam Johnson. Hallen Dick had 12 off the bench. And, Andrew Loomis had 20. Goodwin had 10 assists to go with his 7 points on 3 for 13 shooting. Ugly. Dewey Brogdon, he didn't really do much of anything. 4 points. Kirk Hubbard, 1 rebound, 1 block shot. Can't do much off the bench, I suppose. 12 points from Marco Wright. Bench did not help much. And Pistons in the finals, 94-85. 28 points and only 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 blocks for Bart Smith, but that's okay. You've got Gerald White with 11 rebounds, 18 points, 5 assists. 12 for Poborski, 11 for Frederick, and again, you didn't need a whole lot of scoring out of your team when you're holding the Bulls under 90 each time. 32 for DeAndre Hunter in his farewell game with the Bulls. 19 for Xuan Guo, rough shooting again. 13 for Bruce Banner off the bench. 10 for Soft Serve off the bench. Lonzo Ball, wasn't 31 again. Just normal game out of him. And no points for Luther in 16 minutes with foul trouble. So congratulations, Yanez. Sorry, Max. You had a good run, but so be it. Okay. Game 5. And there it is. Clippers take out the Nuggets 117-98. So we're going to have a Clippers-Pistons finals. Oh, neither of those two have won a championship before, so that's good for the league. 28 points for Valentin Molina, 24 Alex Jones, 21 for Cam Johnson off the bench, 18 and 11 for Puquine. Jimmy Scott had 14 and 15. That's team basketball. Coming up here, Andrew Loomis leading the way, 29 points, 18 for Andy Goodwin with 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and a steal, 10 for Brogdon, and another quiet game out of him. Bok had 13 and 10. Kirk Hubbard, okay, well, that's it. It's Pistons and Clippers. Now I got to fast forward a bit. There we go. So congratulations to the winners. So sorry for the losers. We will do this probably tomorrow because I got to take my wife out.